4 things you didn't know about oral sex. Psychology facts, human behavior and intimacy explained. Oral sex is often discussed in whispers or jokes, but rarely with depth or education. While many see it as purely physical, psychology reveals surprising layers about what oral sex means for emotional bonding, confidence, and human behavior. Whether you're curious, experienced, or somewhere in between, here are 4 science-backed psychological facts you might not know about oral sex. 1. Oral sex boosts emotional bonding through neurochemicals. Oral sex, like all forms of intimate touch, triggers a flood of oxytocin, the so-called love hormone. Oxytocin is linked to emotional bonding, trust, and attachment, especially in long-term relationships. Giving or receiving oral sex isn't just a sensual act, it's a biological mechanism that can reinforce feelings of closeness and safety between partners. In fact, couples who regularly engage in non-penetrative sexual acts like oral sex tend to report higher levels of satisfaction, communication, and empathy in their relationships. 2. It can be a reflection of power, generosity, or insecurity. Psychologically, how a person approaches oral sex can say a lot about their emotional needs or fears. Some give oral sex as a sign of devotion, while others may do so out of performance anxiety or a need to prove worthiness. Others may refuse to receive it due to body shame or discomfort with vulnerability. Understanding the motives behind sexual behaviors, rather than assuming they're always about pleasure, can help partners navigate intimacy with more empathy and less pressure. 3. Men and women perceive oral sex differently psychologically. Research shows that men are more likely to interpret oral sex as a sign of being desired, whereas women may associate it with emotional intimacy or self-consciousness. This mismatch can cause misunderstanding in relationships. Psychologically, how someone feels about giving or receiving oral sex often links back to self-image, sexual education, and cultural or religious messaging. Open conversation is essential. 4. Oral sex can improve mental health, temporarily. Believe it or not, semen contains mood-altering compounds like dopamine, serotonin, and melatonin. Some small studies suggest that unprotected oral sex with a trusted partner may slightly reduce anxiety or depression, at least in the short term. This is not a replacement for therapy, of course, but it's one of many ways sexual connection can positively influence mental health. Final thought: oral sex isn't just about technique, it's about communication, trust, and emotional resonance. The more we understand the psychology behind it, the healthier, safer, and more connected our intimate lives become.